why I'm already fucked up. So, bitch, I crashed in my back seat for a couple of hours. And ooh. Guys, yo, these for the comedy Bob. Stop paying this nothing for the Bob.
The Fitness Grand.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today we are finally doing a makeup tutorial. I know y'all been waiting for this like for the longest, and yeah, finally got it. Here y'all go. I'm gonna go like in depth, like mostly everything I do. I might not show everything because this video will be 10 hours long. So let's get into it, girl. Let's not waste no time. Let's hurry up and get into the gig. I shaved and I cleansed, and you're like probably wondering, what did you shave? You have no facial hair. Did you shave your thoughts, your dreams, your hopes? No. No, girl, I have peach fuzz, like that peach fuzz, and I have like my sideburns grow really long, girl, and I have to shave that, and like it's just a smooth canvas, and it kind of just takes all the dead skin off, you know. You don't want that. So I'm gonna moisturize. Let's get into that. First thing I'll be using is the Ordinaries. Can you see that? The Ordinary drops the hyaluronic acid. You'll be using her. I love this so much. It's really good. Like, it really helped my skin a lot. Just one drop there. One drop there, one drop there, one drop here. And one on the channel. And rub her in. Girl, I'm running out, girl. Ooh. Girl, I am scripping and scrambling every drop I can get. Girl, I was nothing, girl. What the hell? Come on, Mary. Next product I use is this. It's the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration by First Aid Beauty. Fab. That's what I'm done. That's what I'm done. That's what I'm done. You have to make sure you moisturize and wash your face. Shave, do whatever, shave, pluck, nip, tuck, whatever you need to do before you put on this makeup. Because you don't want your skin looking spooky spooky. Which my skin do be looking sometimes, but that's my business. The next thing I use is the Ordinary Moisturizing Factor. What? Is this? Not too much. And forgive me if I explain things weird. I had never like made a tutorial like physically really explaining what I'm saying. I mean what I'm doing. And the last thing I use for now is this Fenty Beauty Pyramid. I actually kind of use this like for normal skincare too. And the products I use that I used just before this, I use for normal skincare. Okay, now for the next step, I put in my Coon Top. I put in these contacts. I literally get them from like the beauty supply store I live in here. Nothing fancy, girl. And this is the way I like to do my stuff. Don't be my business, girl. And put it in there. And just look around. Okay, time for the other eye. This eye, struggle bus. This eye like to fight with me. And if you put in contacts, make sure the contact looks like a bowl. Like if it's folded or looks weird at the edge, it's like inside out and you have to flip it back. So make sure you do that. And make sure your hands is clean. Don't put hands on the sides you're wrong. Wash them little nasty hands. Oh, she listened today. It looks like I'm in pain, but I'm not. Trust me, I'm fine. Okay, now, I don't do this all the time, but when I wear a wig, I do my hair next. And I'm gonna be doing the bald cap method. Okay, so what I used for my bald cap method and stuff, get yourself a good new little wig cap. Some of her got to be glue. Some Miss Ecolina edge brush. And it don't gotta be fancy, but just a hair blow dryer. I got this little one. I need a better one. But yeah, just putting. Oh, and a spray bottle with waters and a hair tie and a brush. Okay, so time for the frightening part.
Coronavirus!
Get you a towel, put her around yo's neck. And then spray. Okay, so now that you wet your hair and you combed it out, get you some Eco. I use the olive oil one, okay, alcohol. And get about like, get a good amount in there. Good amount. And just rub it all through your hair. I got this brush from Walmart. It's like a comb, but like a brush too. Yeah. She get in there. And you stick her back like this. And then get yourself a hair tie. And then go do a low pony.
Get it to fucking together. Get it to fucking together.
And then get you your Miss Hot to Be glue and spray her down. And then get you a brush like this and slick her down. I wash my hair 15 times. Stiff well. My hair. Okay, now that this is all done, get your wet cap t-shirt. All the way over the little bun. Stretch it up as far as you can. Okay, now she is stretched as far as you can. We're gonna do the video like this for a minute. So plug in your blow dryer.
Shut your f***ing mouth. I've had enough of you, you beast.
Beast?
Yes.
How dare you?
Oh, dear me. You came into my home.
So what you want to do is spread the edges of your wig cap. Spread like the perimeter of your hairline. That's what you want to do. Okay, and each layer you do, make sure it's like, it don't gotta be all the way dry, but make sure she's pretty much dry. And I do this about like 3, girl, I look crazy. I'll do this about like 3 to 4 times. Maybe if I'm lazy too. Oh girl, I took a break, it's hot. Ooh. I don't have a cool setting on this one, so it's hurt. I feel like I'm in lava air. Okay, I'm gonna just do 2 layers, girl, because I don't feel like doing that. Serum. Now what I'm gonna do, I have this little eyebrow razor. Don't mind her, she is crusty, dusty, and nasty, girl. She has been through, oh no, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. We have to color the wig keep first. So I'm gonna put like a little bit of foundation on top. And yes, this will color your hair underneath, but it's just foundation, you can wash it off. Some Maybelline Super Stay. Not too much, just like maybe 1 squirt, literally like 1 little squirtalina. Get your little foundation brush. Whip it in there. I have this, I don't know if they're Cancer Girl, but I have this powder. And I have some makeup that people I don't really agree with anymore. But I'm not finna throw out the makeup, girl. I'm finna use it and just never purchase from them again. Because that's my business. Girl, you finna buy me more makeup? I don't think so. So the little holes. Oh my god. And just slowly cut off the excess. Oh my god, I can see. Oh. And another little trick I do, I don't know if people have done this. It's literally just something I did because I'm a genius. So like, you see how it lifts up in the back, the wig cap? Because I cut it. I get another one. Another wig cap. And then I put it in the back. Like, I put it halfway on. So that this one doesn't lift up in the back. You get me? Okay, now, so we just slowly pull her up. And then we just leave like a little bit more from our hairline. Don't cut too close to the hairline. Girl, mistakes happen. Leave me alone. And the next step after you butchered this, I get some Eco Gel, not too much, just a little bit, like, let's get a little bit, and then put it on the back of my hand, and then just lay it down. Okay, perfect, beautiful. Now that you've done that, just put your thing on low and dry her. Okay, now we are gonna put on the wig. You see her right there, peeping? Well, look at her. You see her? And guess how much this wig was? Only $75, girl. Was she? Or 80? Something like that. It was, I mean, that's expensive to some people. Just like depending on like your pocket, girl, this is not that bad. $75 for this. And it's lace, but baby hers. And you can part her, like, she has like a lot of parting bursts. So we're gonna throw her on. Is she alright? Is she recording? Okay. Girl, I wanna make sure she alright. Did I have a side part? Now we're gonna glue her down with some got to be. Just put it on the perimeters of where you cut the wig cap until she gets tacky, and then spray one more time, do one more layer, and then I'm gonna just use my hand fan for this because I don't even need a fan next to that one. Now going for the kill. Because the only thing I like about this wig, like, it doesn't really fit me right there. So, we just gonna pretend like that's not a thing. Okay, now I'm gonna put a little headband on, just to keep it still curved while I beat my face. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the makeup, girl. And I don't think I'm gonna do brows for this one. I think I'm gonna do a no brow, you know, fantasy mode. I've never done this, so this is gonna be a new one. I always do, like, when I did do my brows, I would do my brows then eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna just do eyeshadow, and I'm using CoverGirl and Fair Porcelina for my eyeshadow base. And then just a little brush. Stay her. And then just blend her out. Oh my god, it's gonna be so weird. I've never done like eyeshadow with like no brows. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I found, you know, like the fiber sponges that like everybody's been using. I found a Real Techniques one, girl. Real Techniques. If you don't know, that's like, I think drugstore, like they sell them in like Walgreens and like Walmart. I'm just getting some Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I already wet it, but I don't want it to be more moist. Because I had wet it like a couple minutes ago. She's a little dry. Then pick that up. And then just go over this. It does not have to be perfect. Oh, I like this fun, girl. And for like the palette I'm gonna be using, my sister, she like put me onto this eyeshadow brand, girl. And girl, guess what? They sell it at Walmart. And look how big it is. Like, girl, what? And when I tell you, I haven't used it yet. I just like swatched it. When I tell you these glitters, girl, let's do this one. They're literally so soft. Like that. Look. Babe. Baby. What? Yeah. I literally don't know what I'm finna do. Like, I never have my look planned out unless I have it planned out. So we just finna wing it. And it has, like, contour shades right down the side. They should be a little more close up. Okay, y'all, so I'm literally just finna wing this girl. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna start off with this red shade called Heat Wave. Let's see if she's really hot, girl. Oh, wait a minute. Let me find out. Girl, you know what? So far, this is bomb, girl. Okay, so let's blend her out. Okay, so let's see if they blend out good. And I'm being very light, girl. I'm not going too hard. Should I like blend her out with some pink? Okay, I'm gonna use this pink called Adore and blend these edges with it. Oh, and girl, I'm sorry. Like the first brush I used to pack the red shadow on was a Morphe M508. And then where's that little circular brush I had? And then this little brush that I used to buff it out at first is a M506. And then I'm using this one, which is M433. And don't go too hard. Just like go light. Like don't press hard. Okay, so like with that pink shade, I buffed out that red with it, and then I kind of went like right there and just deepen the crease with it. But then right now, I'm gonna go back with my M506 back into that red shade that we first used, and bring back that red because I feel like we lost her a bit. There we go. Ooh, gorgeous. See, like I literally had no idea what I wanted to do, and I just went with the flow, you know, and look at where I am. And it looks crazy now. Just trust the process. I still don't know where this is gonna end up. It's just like a lot of going back and forth, blending, you know, making sure everything is seamlessness. And I'm gonna take this little rose brush I got, girl, it's so cute. And just like, it's clean, it has nothing on it. And just lightly blend right here. And I'm taking this like little clean brush. It literally has nothing on it. I literally had this brush since I like started doing makeup years ago. And I'm just like buffing out the edges. Oh my god, what color should I do for the crease? For the glitter. Let's see. Ooh. Should I do like that one? Should I do this one? This one's more like real silver, and this one's like got some like iridescent. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm kind of like just applying it messy. I don't know how I feel about that. Do I like it? I don't know if I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna like clean up under the eyes. And I know this might look like crazy right now, like, just trust. Okay, so time for foundation. And I'm gonna put a little bit more of the Fenty Beauty primer back on. Just a little bit. And now, for the actual primer, I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Grip. Just a couple poops. And rub. And get that forehead. Right on. And then I'm gonna use some of Fenty Beauty. And then a little bit of Milani. And I mix them. I do like 5 pumps of this one. And then I do like 1 of this one. Yeah, like 1 little thing. And then I should mix them. My brush is disgusting, forgive me. Oh, I paint. So after you like beat her in, I'm gonna get my sponge again, and then I'm gonna get like the flat part, and then no wait, do I want the flat part? Do I want the other flat part? This sponge, girl, this fiber sponge, boom! Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so the next step is concealer, and I use the same CoverGirl one, the white one. I know I'm crazy. Go right up in there. I feel like my makeup is a mix between like regular, like beauty makeup and like drag, cause like I don't go too hardcore with like my stuff, but like this is a lot. Like the average person wouldn't do that, you know. So like I'm a cute little blend. So how I do this is like I want like that coverage to stay, so I don't go right away with a beauty blender and just blend it. I go in like with this little brush, and then I just literally tap. I'm like slightly like tapping, like oop, like tap and pull a little, like tap and pull, just very lightly. If I went right away in with a beauty blender, it would soak up a lot of that product because it's a sponge, and it wouldn't give me that full coverage, like highlight I want. Stunning. Do you see that? See how beautiful that is? And this concealer in particular is kind of tricky because, girl, she dries down fast. Now that we're done that, go back with your beauty blender and just blend over this. And yes, what I'm about to do is crazy. Go back in with the concealer and just highlight right here. Just highlight there and there. Maybe a little dot there and there. That's it. Just a little extra, you know? To really go. Paint her just a little bit. And then this time, you're gonna do with this, because you don't want too much there. You see, like, I don't know if it made a difference, but to me it does. And make sure you take your time and blend, because that was my issue. I used to rush, and I still kind of do, even though, like, I don't know how it take 5 years. But, just make sure you're blended, girl, because you don't want to be cakey. Look at the material. I either this Fit Me powder in like 5, the lightest shade, or Fenty Beauty in Banana. I don't know what I want to do, because oh my god, this powder smells so good to me. I don't know. Wait, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna get this same thing and just spritz it like, that's it, not too much. And go into the powder, and I'm gonna dip, and then just set. And I'm using the Fenty powder and set everywhere you put concealer. That's where you want to put this. So we're gonna set the rest of the face with this and go very lightly. Okay, so like I just pressed that darker powder like all over, kind of like the darker spots, like the opposite of where I put the highlight. I just brushed it, and then I took this one and just like blended it all like together, you know? Like, just patted everything in. I do not bake because my skin is dry. Like, I don't know, I just don't recommend baking like that unless like it works for your skin. Just try it, but like I feel like baking makes things cakey. But go for it, girl, if it works for you. And then I'm gonna take this setting spray, shake her, and not too much, just like a light spritz. Now I'm a contour, which is like one of my favorite parts. This bronzer by Fenty Beauty. It's an Island Ting. Girl, it's dirty, girl. Use her. And I'm gonna get a fan brush and dip into her. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Knock her off. And then follow that line. That's kind of like why we do that in the first place, to help us give us like a little guide. And just go in, girl. And if you want like a good little jaw contour, I don't cream because it's a little too much for me. I just love a good powder contour. But for the jaw, I do this and I go under it, and then like I connect it to the earlobe. Right there. And go under. Slightly like on the jaw, but more under. But just slightly, you know, just to blend, you know. To make everything stay put. You see the difference? You see? And then now, I'm gonna take this brush, which is a Morphe E62. And then with this brush, I'm gonna just dip into the same bronzer. Just dip her off. And I'm gonna just go along the lines of these shadows and like kind of like where I outlined with the concealer. Like a little bit like on top of it. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. I'm gonna take this brush, Real Skin Tea. It's a Morphe M410. Dip into the same bronzer, the same Fenty Beauty one. Dust her off, and then go like really in there to create like a real pinched effect. Okay, so now for one of my face parts, I'm gonna take this press like foundation powder, the Maybelline Super Stay in Fair Porcelain 102, I think. Hello. Okay, so take your little beauty blender or your regular size and get like the pointy tip, and then rub the, oh no, I'm gonna get like this side of it. And then like rub it in there, but like kind of like tap and rub. Make sure you get in there. And then you're gonna follow like that highlight with this. Ooh. And then like you can just swap back and forth however you need. Whatever your spirit tells you to do. Do you see that? Oh no. Like just pat it in and like rub a little bit. Make sure you really pat it in there. Kind of like if you were blending out your cream highlight. You do it for that. Oh my god. I'm so gorgeous. Do you see how stunning this is? Wow. I am a professional makeup artist. Oh my god. I'm so famous. Now I'm gonna get this like a brush. I think it's from Milani. And then go into that same highlight powder. And then just kind of blend where I want that powder to be. Get back this, like your little bronzer thing, and then blend. Okay, because I'm a psychopath, I'm going with this little brush I have, and then I go into the James Charles palette, and then dip into these two shades, and just deepen that up. Like just mix back and forth. Just deepen that up, grow it slightly. Let's go to the other end. Gorgeous. I do a little bit of this. I think it's Wet n Wild. It says soda pop.
On the debate stage.
Oh no, I don't know. Oh, is this soda? I don't know. But I use a little bit of this. I don't know what it does, but it just does something, girl. like, ooh, I don't know what it does. Okay. I like have like a slight little like bronze. Ooh. Now I'm into my blush, which is down. Okay. And then I got this new blush that I want to try too. And then I'm gonna use a different brush. Use this one. I've like been recently like obsessed with putting blush like right here. Ugh, I don't know what it does. It just ooh. Like see how beautiful that is. So I got this new highlight that I've been wanting to try. Let's try her. It's better blind me. Spray, huh? Oh. Hold up, wait a minute. And I love putting highlight like right on the apples. I don't know why I just do. I'm gonna take this Morphe M508 brush and go into the highlight. Flick her off a bit. Spray. And then let's do this noise. And I'm also gonna take a little bit of Fancy Beauty and on the highlighter in How Many Carrots. This thing looks horrible. Put it like that and then, do you see that? Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god.
I don't think I feel bad that I invited all these people to this.
I'm stunning. I can't take it. Now it's time where I put my breastplate.
Breathe.
Watch the show.
Breathe, my love. Breathe.
My little moles, my little signature moles. I mixed my brush, don't judge me. I'm gonna just take any brown like right now. I do one here, and then one right here, and then one right here. I started doing a mole right here, and then I think I messed up or I smudged something, and then I made a dot here, and then I was bored, so I just made another one here, and ever since then, I always do my 3 little dots, my 3 little moles. Now let's put on the breastplate. There it is. I'm gonna put this because you don't want the breastplate to get caught up in your hair. This is my breastplate. This is right here, and then like it's a struggle putting her on, but like this. I just have to cut some parts out because it's showing nips. See? Let's just put some powder on her. Good morning, love. How y'all going on? It's cheap as chips. No, 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 Laura. I'm paying. I'm paying. No. Okay, now we're gonna get the cover of concealer again. Put some on the back of our hands. Like that. And then get the M410 brush. And then just go like under our eyes with it, but a little bit. And then after you do that, get your get the M508 brush. Get the Morphe M152, and then just dip a little in the red, like dust it off, and then blend her out gently. Now that that's blended out, get a little bit of that pink that we used up there and go underneath very gently. And then same thing on the other side. Now that that's done, I'm scared. Should I do a wing? I feel like this needs a wing. I'm gonna do a wing. Okay, so I did the little wing, and I'm gonna go with like some black eyeshadow and like clean it up. Now I try to do this on that. I think that's pretty close, you know, pretty good, pretty cute. Now I'm gonna get NYX white my NYX eye pencil and I think milk, right? Yeah, milk. I'm gonna take the M410 with my white milk pencil. And then put it in my waterline. Okay, so now time for blush on. So I'll be using these lashes from Noir Minx. These lashes. I'm gonna use these lashes with her glue, my sister's glue. The came with is so good. And then it also came with like a little spoolie. Look how freaking cute. Gorge. Now let's let these get tacky. Like for the ends of my lash, I like angle it upwards, like where the eyeliner is. It's not directly on my lash line. Time for the next lash. And this glue does not take long to get tacky at all. Just like be careful, like it does dry pretty quick. Like make sure you put her on, give it a like 30 seconds, maybe 20. A cute little moment. Now it's time for mascara. This one that I got from like my Ipsy. What should we do for lips? Should I do that? I'm gonna do the Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline in the shade Amazonian, number 70. So next, I'm gonna put some highlight on my brow bone. I think we done. I think we are done. We did unlock her in place. I think that's it for like the makeup part, and I'll be right back with the finished look.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no, oh no, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors are memories. Now the sun's come down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar-coated love. I stay in bed, I still got the feeling that you're next to me, stuck in my head. When lights go off, you're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft, not looking for no, oh no. Here I go, 'cause I got you, I got you. No one stop, show us up, show my own. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors are memories. Now the sun's come down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar-coated love.